Hey everybody, welcome back to another Destiny 2 Fashion Friday. Today I'm going to be going over the Eververse Ornaments, the Couturier set. I think this set is really unique. It has some similarities in design language as like the Lux set, but I think it goes a little bit more into like a cyberpunky theme, which I really like. I think the Lux set does a really good job of being super slim and super like streetweary, more like modern. But this set does a better job of getting that futuristic street look, which is also a really cool look. And I wouldn't be surprised if people start gravitating towards this a lot more. And if you're a new player, I wouldn't be surprised if you kind of got satiated by this instead of desiring to buy that Lux set, which I do recommend still. We're gonna start out on the Warlock here. I've got the boots on for this fit, as you can see. I decided to go with the Astrocyte verse here, Boreal Char. It just shaders this back part, but it gives it a nice dark black. And wanted to match the glow and the slimness on the legs. So I went with this contender robe, really nice. Wish you could turn off the glows like you could at the very beginning when this released, with the like certain shaders that just turned them off. That was kind of a cool feature, and having the saber here, it's not something I'm really wanting in this set, but it still looks pretty cool with it, so not too mad about it. Got the Couturier bond as well in Testudo. Gives it a nice like matte black finish. It matches this first Frost Contender gloves pretty well as well. Really cool like streetwear look. These boots, I would say, probably the hardest part of this set to work with. They're just really slim and not any detail on the thigh, so you either gotta cover it up like with the chest piece that comes with the set, or really balance around how slim they will look like I did here. For the next set, I don't even really know what to call this. Definitely got some mad scientist vibes. Using those Couturier boots as well. I thought they felt a little more forced here. You could do a lot of different, more like labby kind of boots here, like the Titan boots. But I just really like the set, so I kind of wanted to throw it in here. Using the Contraverse hold gauntlets, so wanted to go with like a techie chest piece here, thorium hold. Really interesting. It has a lot of circles, so I wanted to reflect that in some parts of this. So you got the helmet there, Vigil of Heroes. With Golden Empire, kind of has like a keyhole look in the face there. I thought that was kind of cool actually. May revisit this helmet and shader in the future, just to see what else I can do with that. I think there's some potential there for some different looks. But I think this thorium hold bond actually matches super well with the Contraverse hold gauntlets. If you're ever using them, I think it really matches that aesthetic. It's kind of the same as that chest piece and like the same set, but I think the bond is pretty minuscule part of this, and the bond matches so well with the gauntlets. I thought it wouldn't be too big of a deal. Pretty cool shading. Got a lot of like golds, grays, and purples to match that unshaderable glow on the gauntlets. This next set is hyping up the Stag, which is getting a pretty big buff for PvP at least. Could be pretty good, I guess, in PvE. Wanted to do a set with the Stag that wasn't just the Scorn Baron robes that I see a lot with it. I actually really don't even think those match. I think those have a bit of a bulkiness to it that the Stag doesn't really reciprocate well. Stag is a super slim helmet, so can be kind of tough to work with. And you can see here, I actually didn't go that slim. I was trying to match slimness, and I found it pretty tough with the available chest pieces I had. But this set here, this chest here, I should say, has a lot of bulkiness, but kind of a slim interior. Like you have that big wide sash going across the front, but you can kind of see that how it cuts into the hip on the right side of the screen here. And I think that actually kind of leans into your mind accepting this to be a little slimmer than it is. chest does kind of widen out the bottom, so I went with the Forbidden Visage boots, which are pretty like medium thickness, I guess I would say. Really likes the kind of bony look in the feet for this bony helmet. And then I matched it with the Dragonfly Regalia gauntlets. I think this Crucible Legacy shader does a pretty good job of matching that skull color in the Stag. It's unshaderable, so it can be a little tough. I think Dreaming City shader, the Last Wish one, can't think of the name, it has more of like a white bone-ish color, so it doesn't match quite that well in my opinion. And I've been kind of struggling in the past to match that color, but I think this Crucible Legacy does a really good job. So if you're looking for a tip there, I think that's a good one to look for in your collection. No Couturier piece here except for the Bond, which it's kind of fun just to throw this Bond into a lot of different sets. It has a lot of character to it, kind of creepy in its own right, but I think it looks nice amongst this other creepy imagery in the set. We got that big bulky Warlock next, rocking the Couturier cover on the head. I wanted to bring the Legatus robes, some robes that got a lot of hate in the past, but I like them. They mimic the like circles in the front of the helmet well with the balls on the shoulder, and they have a lot of circles up in the chest as well. I don't think that symbol on the right of the chest is the same on those little medallions on the helmet, but kind of cool little balance there as well. I like the big round bracelets in this set, and then used Geomags, which are getting a slight nerf. I think they'll still be widely used in GMs just because that extended damage duration allows you to melt bosses or champions. The super is kind of weak without them, to be honest. Cap this one off with just that Mysterian's Draw. Really like this ornament actually. I've been thinking about transmogging it, but transmogging a Warlock Bond seems like a little bit of a waste when the best ones are actually just the ones they give us to us in the Ever Restore or on the seasonal pass, to be honest. Really like this set though, really cool. Shadering went pretty mild on this one just because those robes give me such a like forge blacksmith kind of vibe, and you know, I don't think they're rocking, you know, bright red, bright blue, bright green. On to the Hunter. This is gonna be mostly rocking this headpiece, to be honest. I think the other pieces are nice, but they're pretty understated, I guess I would say. The pants can be a little hard to work with, but I've done a couple of sets already with them. The other ones I think are not too bad to work with, to be honest. So if you're having trouble with those, let me know. I guess I can make some more sets. But I just really wanted to play around with his head, which takes all the hoods off the cloaks. And I kind of wanted to go through the cloaks that I think look the coolest with that. So here we got the Cobra's hood. I love the kind of like ring of gold that comes around the neck with the hood off. I think it's really cool. Flows really well into this most recent Solstice chest piece without the glows, which I think look a lot better than the with glow pieces, but you know, we won't go into that again. The Athers's Embrace I feel like does a really nice job of matching that Knight Royal aesthetic, especially with that new Grand Luster shader. Probably the other shaders they can get little pops of gold in, maybe turn it black too for some of those that love that. But I just really like the aesthetic of these gloves. They're really good. One of those few exotic pieces that I'm not ever really hoping for a ornament. You know, I think they're good as they are. The legs, I think they're controversial even to me. I think I would probably switch them out for a more knighty look. But I think I kind of got lost in that little purple gem there near the end of the leg and how it matched that Melchizedek bramble visor in the helmet. I think it is pretty cool, but doesn't match like the top that well, so maybe would change that out. But really like the Cobra's hood here. All right, so this set I actually have two different cloaks I really liked. Shout out to Taken Raven in my Discord server. He showed me the Future World cloak, which is the same model as this Exos down cloak. Such a cool collar with this Couturier mask on. I don't know. I mean, if you guys are like really into anime, like I'm not even that big into anime, but this collar looks like something straight out of like, I don't know, Dragon Ball Z or something. It's super cool. Try to match it with some futuristic pieces. I think the Braytech combat vest is just such an awesome chest piece. If you're trying to really connect your cloak into the chest really seamlessly. I love the little like sash it has near the neck. And then it went into the legatus grips and the R3 treads for the limbs. And I think they really match kind of the industrial and futuristic look the rest of the set is bringing. Really cool. For the alternate, I did the Took Offense helmet, which gives us like big blocks of pads. I think those are also really cool and pack a lot of punch if you have those. But I think the winner goes to the X's down cloak. Just has a lot more character in my opinion. Nice neutral shadering on this one, but I could see this being really cool in like an all black or some choice pops of color as well. All right, so we're already into the Titans. If you made this far, please leave a like on the video. I had a lot of fun making all these sets, and I'm really excited for next season, see all the new fashion. If you didn't see, the TWAB revealed the next season's Iron Banner armor, which is actually a new set for once. Really excited to see that. It's going to be awesome to actually have something to grind for in Iron Banner again. See how many packages it takes me to get that full set on each character, but make sure to leave a review for it for you guys once I do. I'm pretty excited. I think it looks cool. People were upset about the asymmetry, but I kind of like it. It looks interesting that way in my opinion. So for this first Titan chest, we got a helmet that was untouched, but is one that I think is really great for fashion. They ever really fix shoulder charging, I think this will resurge really quickly. But it's the Insurmountable Skull Fort. I wish I had the ornaments for this, but I've never actually bought them when they've come around the Bright Dust shop. I went with the nice like blue and white kind of shadering scheme and really liked it. These 7 Seraph Greaves, man, they shader so well. This Crucible Lazurite looks amazing, but I mean, I saw so many different shaders that I was immediately like, oh, this is amazing. Looks so good. They do have some unshaderable yellow bits, but not that hard to play around them. Yellow goes with a lot of pretty basic colors, so. Also added in the Couturier mark, which I've been liking a whole lot. I think it fits in really well with a lot of different sets. The only problems I've ever really ran into with it is that top like belt buckle arc can like interfere with some chest pieces, which looks kind of bad. But I really like the aesthetic. Adds a nice like big leather bit to the middle of the set. And it also use the Couturier gauntlets, which pretty bulky. It's just Titan gauntlets in a nutshell, but they do slim out really well in the wrists, which can be a little difficult to work with, but you can see here I kind of matched that bulkiness into slimness with those 7 Seraph Greaves, and I think that helps balance out the feel a little bit more. Probably one of my favorite sets of this whole video right here. It's really nice, love the blue, and the proportions just feel like right on, like dead on here. So going from that kind of neutral, nice, basic blue into this insane cyberpunk gold street, high fashion kind of guy. You got that gold pants, which I made this set and then watched Boneless's most recent video, and he was talking about how insane people like these gold shaders. I thought it was funny as I like just made this one, but this is how I like to use them, honestly, in these like super futuristic looking sets. Because I feel like chrome is a lot of times like, generically used to show like high fashion in the future. And I think gold, fabric like this is a similar thing in my eyes. I think the shadering, could be arguably all over the place, some would say. On this one, try to match the gold a little bit with the testudo and the arms. Speaking of, those are the Aeon gauntlets, which are always nice to have, but you don't see them too much on the Titans just because, you have like the crest or another exotic like Ursa Furiosas that are little more optimal, I guess you would say. But these gauntlets are really nice nowadays. Also got that contender helm. It's a set that I've been pulling up a lot. Really happy I got that like on all 3 characters. It's just really innovative and cool glowy set. Went with a wild wood plate. I'm not like super into fashion, but I know like tactical vests are kind of in right now, and I thought that kind of matched that kind of look. And then if you guys haven't tried vintage timber on the contender mark, really cool. Like looks like it's like water flowing around when you're like in game. Has like a animation to it, really nice. So I just kind of fell in love with that. Matched the blue into the helmet there with the peat bog boogie as well. Some, you know, blast of green, a lot of gold, really bright set. So, you know, I could see some people being out on this one, but silhouette is interesting at least. Hope you can agree on that. I did a more neutral shader to help people maybe visualize that here. You got the pants less loud with a more of a white, and got more of the bronze shader family going for the top half. So the 7 Seraph greaves are showing up again. I told you I fell in love with them, but this time I'm matching them with the Couturier Blusen, the chest piece. I really like this chest piece. It has that slim waist. It's fun to play off of with the Titans, but it has a nice bulky top, which is great for, you know, all the arms having some insane bulkiness to them. The Righteous gauntlets are not super bulky, but I think they go pretty well. They have the nice rounded shoulder to match a little bit of the bulkiness the chest kind of asks for, but then they slim out as well. If you didn't know, slim Titans are just what I'm into completely now. I just don't really feel in the mood to make bulky Titans lately, so I hope you guys are into those too, because that's what I'm putting out. Rocking the one-eyed mask with the ornament. Thought this was a cool look, kind of like a Yakuza, you know, like Japanese gang member kind of look, with the big red chain. Maybe could have gotten a shader that turned that gold, but kind of like the red. And it matched that like blood splatter look the aposmatism shader gives the helmet there. And then rounded it off with a Jinsum Night Mark, which looks really cool here. Kind of clips a little bit into the legs, but the back just looks really nice. Kind of like a duster cloak. Matches the textures you see in the arms and the back of the chest there. So, you know, I went with it, and I like it. I think it's a really nice set. Let me know which of these was your favorite. Let me know if you're liking the Couturier set. I think it's super nice set. I don't think it's that hard to work with, so if you want to show me some of the sets you've put together, I'd love to see and give you some critiques if you would like, or just tell you nice job. Join the Discord. We've gotten a lot of good members. Love talking about the twabs and just fashion in general. If you liked the video, once again, please leave a like. It helps a lot. And subscribe. We're getting up there near 1,000. That'll be a really nice milestone to hit by the end of the year. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.